Maya and Alex Shibutani. The U.S. siblings coming up first, 23 and 26 years of age, respectively, and bringing some momentum to Nagoya, Japan, coming off a career-best short and total score from Skate America, which they won recently at Lake Placid in their second Grand Prix victory of the season, along with the win at Grand Prix Russia in Moscow earlier. Leading U.S. couple in ice dance right now, but still behind the performance of Papadakis and Cicerone and Virtue and Moyer when you look globally at the sport. But how far behind are they in your mind, Ben?
Well, they're pretty far behind in points, but they've been getting better with their performance, really showing the fun of this dance. They can stay clean, they'll be doing themselves a real service to try to close that gap. Fantastic musicality on the twizzles. A little off on the unison on the second one. Very nice. A strong performance here. You know, I don't think it was quite as good as what we saw at Skate America. Some little uncharacteristic unison issues. The twizzle, and I've actually never seen them be off on that transition from the second to the third twizzle. But a strong performance, great expression, getting the audience involved. Nice.
Fifth trip to the Grand Prix final for the Shibutanis of the U.S. And we'll check their scores in a moment.
So they started off strong with their performance. It was fun. You could see that they really enjoy this program. But I didn't feel the speed as much as I did at Skate America. It's hard to see on TV, but some of these teams, especially the top ones, are just flying. I mean, all of these teams are top teams, but here's their twizzle sequence. Strong in the first, great unison, leg position not as high as what we saw with Hubble Donahue. Speed of rotation good, second twizzle. And here's where we had just a little, Maya did one extra rotation. And that won't necessarily cost them in the technical score, the level, but it will certainly be affected or be shown in the grade of execution that the judges will give for that element, as well as probably in their component scores. Here's their final rotational lift. Great entrance, good speed of rotation. Then Alex goes on 1 foot at the end. Very difficult to rotate across the ice on 1 foot, essentially a lifted twizzle. And then strong ending. Not their best. They're not going to be happy about that for sure. And we'll see how the scores reflect that. Their coaches Marina Zueva and Massimo Scali, they know it could be better.
79-18, their best short dance score of the season. And we have seen some couples not happy so far with their marks. Some very curious looks once the numbers have come in.
The instant calculations that they start doing in their minds.
78-09, and again, not altogether thrilled. Puts them into first place with 2 couples left to go, but the top 2 couples in the world by quite a margin coming up to finish off the short dance.
They were really clean through their step sequences, so they probably got quite a bit of points in the step sequences, and you know, everything else was clean other than a twizzle.